Game here, bringing you another video. This video, we are featuring 3 of the heavyweight fighters who will be fighting on the up-and-coming UFC card, UFC on ESPN 7, where they have some decent fights on here. But in this video, I am starting it off using Ben Rothwell, who is going to be fighting Stefan Struve on this card. And we also will be featuring none other than Overeem himself, who is in the main event on this card, going up against, I don't know how to pronounce his first name, but it's Rosenstruck. He is 9-0, so it is a very dangerous opponent for Overeem. And Overeem's chin has not been the greatest, so we'll see how that one goes. But the Rosenstruck guy is not in this game, so we could not use him. But here we go. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to head kick that like button. And I want to thank you guys for all the support. And we're starting things off with one of my favorite heavyweights. It is Ben Rothwell. Big Ben Rothwell. We get the takedown right there at the end of round 1. The problem with him in this game is that he really cannot compete with a lot of the heavyweights, and my biggest complaint with him is his speed and his movement are just very sluggish. He does have like a high switch stance, so you can switch back and forth different stances, which I think I did a little bit during this fight. This is actually from the new season as well on Ranked, so these are pretty new fights that I just recently recorded here. And in this fight, we're going up against DC. So this is the other thing, you know, you're gonna have to be fighting these really high attribute fighters like DC, who has good boxing as well. But right there, I get that nice little sway. He was going for the body. I get that sway uppercut, and we get a health event on him. So again, we can see both of the reason we can see both of the stamina and stats is because we have not made it into Division 5 on rank. So anything below Division 5, it allows you to see both players' stats and stuff. And I'm not a huge fan of that, but it sort of changed the whole dynamic of the fight. And it's something that I really would like to see change in UFC in the next UFC game. I think that ranked should not have any, you should never see the other person's health stats. And I also think they should change it to make it so in player matches, when you invite players into a game where you can set all the settings, they should put that as a setting. And they should even have a setting where no one can see any of the stats at all. I think that would be pretty cool as well. But let me know what you guys think of that in the comments down below. Also, let me know your picks for this fight, any of the fights on this card, but especially the heavyweights. That's the fights I'm looking forward to the most, as I get rocked right here with Big Ben Rothwell backing us up into the fence. This is actually a pretty decent fight. It was a challenge as well, just based on the stats. So shout out to my opponent right here. I get that nice little side moving combination with the jab uppercut, cutting that angle with Rothwell, but he just doesn't have that same pop in his punches right there. And we get rocked again. We're starting to wobble. Our legs are noodles right there, going into the fence, trying to create some distance, trying to let that head health go up. So end of the fight right here, round 3, we get rocked again. So we are getting blasted right here with Rothwell, but we stay right in his face. A risky leg kick. I should not have thrown that, because I could have got caught very easily. Trying to throw some fakes, trying to throw him off a little bit. Rothwell's stance is pretty funny, but right there, we just stayed in there with it. Stayed right in front of him, and there we go. There's that celebration from Rothwell. Look at him getting down right there. Get the knockout with the overhand. Boom. Lights out right there. That knockout animation where he lands on the knee right there, I think that needs to be deleted out of the animations for the next game. I really don't I don't recall any knockouts where people like bend down on one knee like that and then fall over. But if you guys know of any that you've seen knockouts like that, then let me know. But here we go. We're going into the next fighter that we're going to be featuring in this video, the next heavyweight. who will be Ben Rothwell's opponent. It is Stefan the Skyscraper Struve. Check out the height difference right here. We're going up against Curtis Blades as he just barely gets out of the way of that huge head kick. I actually really like using Stefan Struve in heavyweight, mainly because it's just so... he's just so like different to use. Check that out. I got a duck on that head kick. I actually thought that wouldn't work, but it like just barely popped. It like rolled over the top of my head right there. I should have probably swayed back, but I was able to somehow duck that head kick even with how tall Stefan Struve is. And if you guys didn't know, boom, there's that beautiful knee he's got right there. Struve's got some really nice knees, and I also like that he has really good ground game. We stay right in his face and land that straight uppercut, rocks him back, but he does not have the most power. We get a little spammy right there with the body knees. Boom, trying to mix it up to a flying knee, and he almost connects again with that head kick, but we're able to get that block up. So, see, the big difference is you can actually see their block. So, you can, it changes the gameplay a little bit when you can see the other person's block stat and stuff. So here we go. We're getting to the winding down to the end of round number 1, and we get rocked and dropped right here, but we stand back up. He throws a body kick and boom, we return fire with that jumping knee, flying knee, and we give him an uppercut at the end, so we get some damage done. We actually have a slight advantage on head damage, but as you can see, the stamina advantage is definitely in his favor. We get a nice duck. Boom, but there it is, that straight uppercut. Trying to use the uppercuts from Struve. Being the aggressor, trying to push him into the fence. Using the push kicks. His kicks have so much range, and also his knees, his body knees and stuff, they have so much range, and when you use his body knees, again, that's that same combo. Keep using it over and over, that straight uppercut straight. It just has so much range with Struve. But look at this. There, I rock him right there, and I just cannot finish him with the punches. So we decide to take him down, get into the ground game with Struve. He's trying to squirm. He's trying to move. We're getting denies. Boom, he's got no stamina. He's like a fish out of water right here. Low stamina. Get some more denies. Get into the side control position. And here we're going to work that inverted triangle choke on Curtis Blades, grabbing the arm, putting the leg around. There we go. We're cinching it up. He's got no stamina. And there it is. Stefan Struve with the submission stats. Gets it done after being rocked multiple times. A pretty decent comeback right there with the skyscraper. Shout out to Stefan Struve. I'm rooting for Steph. Actually, I don't really know. But here we go. This is the next fight using Overeem, but in the Struve Rothwell fight, I really am a fan of both fighters, so I'm not really rooting for anyone, except I always root for Stefan Struve, so I'm just sort of rooting for him, but I actually don't know who's gonna win that fight. If you guys have any info or who do you think is gonna win that Struve Rothwell fight, let me know in the comments. I'm leaning a little bit more towards Rothwell, but I don't really know. I would like to see either guy win. I don't want to see either one of them really get hurt. I could see it maybe ending in a submission, possibly, but I really don't know. It could be. I would like to see the classic Stefan Struve like comeback win. That would be nice. But anyway, again, let me know your thoughts in the comments. But we are getting into the final fight of this video, the final heavyweight featured. Who's fighting? It is Alistair Overeem, the Reem, and we go straight in to the clinch, and we take this guy down right away. He's got JDS. It is, in my opinion, he is King Cheese. He's calling us to the center right there. He's King Cheese at heavyweight, but Overeem's pretty up there as well. Right here, we're trying to go for that Muay Thai clinch to work those uber knees, and then he chooses to put us in the clinch. I don't know if that was the best idea. Boom, and there we go. We give him one of them. Those are so powerful. He's got the clinch perks to multiply that damage even more, but he does manage to get us off out of the clinch, but we put him right back in the clinch up against the cage with the pressure. Now we're landing some uppercuts, big shots. boom, in the clinch. And that's what I was sort of practicing, is getting a little bit better in this clinch, because the clinch is so deadly. Look at those knees. He gets a nice block on the body, but then just right back in to the Muay Thai. And even when you're blocking these, it's brutal. Check this out. He just freezing him up against the fence right here. Huge shots from Overeem. And then again, he gets the nice block, going for that crazy axe kick. Oh, and there's a huge body kick from Overeem, and that's going to be the end of round 1. So some huge damage to the body. Check out the stamina difference right there. Wow, that's crazy what is possible with this clinch right here. And then boom, rock him and then put him right back into it. But he manages to get us off the fence right there. But we're just keeping him pinned right up against the fence. We drop him right here. He gets back up. We possibly could have finished him right there, but most likely he would have been able to get back up to the fence. But we should have probably done that, but we had such an advantage in the stats already that we are looking to really knock this guy out cold. Boom, and a beautiful duck on that overhand. Fake that body shot, then whip it. Oh, and there's the straight. Check this out. We give him the respect. Bink. Lights out for JDS right there. Hit him with that binker to finish it off. We show the respect, and we get the clean knockout head kick on JDS right there. Guys, that is the video. Hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure to check out the latest top 50 knockouts. If you haven't already, send your clips in down below in the link. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Also follow me on Twitter. Let me know your picks in the comments. Till next time, this has been MMA Game. Peace.